My name's Matt Griffin. I'm farms manager here on Edston farm. We're farming quite a big operation, an upland farm. I've been here 12 months. We're in a transition period, changing from a traditional set stock system to a regenerative system. So we're thinking about the social side of it, we're thinking about the financial side of it, and we're thinking about the environmental side of it. We're trying to build resilience into our system so that we can handle the changes in climate. We want resilience in our soils, resilience in our stock, resilience in our people. We're looking to increase diversity and habitats so that we can increase flora and fauna across the estate. We want to look after our soils and water. So we're talking about the nutrient cycling, talking about water cycling, and a few of those things are broken at the moment, and we're looking to see how we can fix those going forward. We're just building a lot of rest into the system. So we've got fields that would traditionally be set stocked all summer, and we have in places introduced up to 200 days of rest. And we're seeing some really exciting stuff by just allowing rest in the system. And we're seeing an expression of a seed bank that's never really had a chance to express itself. So we're mob grazing cattle, I would say reasonably successfully. We still have a lot of questions around the sheep in that system. We've got reasonable sized sheep flocks here, and we've started mobbing them up, and we've played around with some pretty big mobs, sort of 600-700 ewes with lambs at foot. We need to look at our breeding in both the sheep and the cattle to make sure going forward we're breeding an animal that suits the system that we're transitioning to. We are only 12 months into this, so we're still carrying a lot of history or tradition with us that we can't change that as quick as we'd like to, but we are looking to reduce inputs, in the long term by 70%, in the short term sort of 20-30% shavings this year, and just gradually increasing that year by year. By building more resilience in our land, we can grow grass for longer, earlier in the spring, later in the autumn. So just keep cutting out that window that we have to bring supplementary feed in. Kind of on the horizon, we've got this subsidy thing, and we're sort of watching what's happening in England, and there's some big changes in the way the subsidy is going to be delivered. One of the objectives set by the business pretty early on was to farm these 4 in-hand farms here without any subsidy by 2025.
The farming landscape today is changing. Politically, there's a lot of pressure on ag as a sector. There's a lot of pressure on the red meat industry and carbon footprints, and I think from a society level it's a real hot topic. I think what gets lost is that ruminants and pasture lands have been interacting for millions of years. And as much as we want to dress it up or move away, we can't avoid the relationship and the linkage between these two positives. And to be able to produce high quality energy, high quality protein, as well as stabilise sequester carbons, manage water tables, nutrient cycles, and also create habitat and biodiversity for the wider ecology within the landscape is phenomenal. And we are definitely seeing that happening through these agroecology farming systems.
I think there's a real great future for farming in Scotland. We're very lucky that we have such good grass growing conditions, probably some of the best in the world. If we manage grass well, it can pay back massive dividends.